That's me, Kelly Carr, 37 years old, and I'm a nanny. Oh, and I'm also from Ventura, California. So first, a side tidbit information before I start my story is that I have been a fast-pitch softball player since I was 5 years old. Back in 1998, I was over in Tennessee on a softball scholarship. I started to develop lower back pain. As time went on, the back pain ended up turning into major back pain. Because I was out of state, my insurance, it was harder for them to get it okayed for me to do an MRI. And by that time, I was in a wheelchair because I couldn't move. I couldn't function right. It wasn't long after that I got so fed up with that wheelchair because it was harder for me to use, and so I just did away with it, and I would walk from class to class. It would take me forever. I would walk 10 feet and then sit down and let everything cool down. They had me try steroids. They had epidurals. I remember my first epidural. They tried to shoot it into me, and because my nerves were so fried, it felt as though a train was passing over my legs. It hurt so bad. I think the whole hospital heard me cry. There were times where I'd wake up and I couldn't move, so I couldn't go to class. Christmas came, I flew back home, and they tried more epidurals. I think they were scared because I was so young they didn't want to do surgery. So my mom and I were packing to go back to Tennessee, and I was hunched over like a little lady, and she's like, "You're not going." We ended up doing emergency surgery. It got so bad before the surgery that just to get from a lying down position to a seated up position, it took me 45 minutes. That's how bad it was. That's how bad the pain was. I remember staying awake at night, and I'd have to sit up to sleep, and I'd try to go to sleep, and I'd close my eyes, and then a pain would shoot up my back, and I couldn't sleep because then my breathing would stop. And during all of this, I knew that I had told myself when I could walk again that I wouldn't take it for granted, because you never know what you have until you lose it. I know that sounds corny and cheesy. So that summer I worked my ass off and strengthened my back so that I could go back to Tennessee and play ball for my school. I didn't know if I would be able to, if I would be the same pitcher or the same person, but that fall I did. I went back and played. And that same semester that I went back to school for softball, I actually got into the sorority that I wanted to. Finally. Why Survivor? Why now? Heck, why not? When I first saw Survivor, I was like, holy crap. If I can go through something like you just heard that I went through, then surely, hell yeah, I can do Survivor. And I also want to prove to myself and prove to others that you can go through something like I went through and come out stronger, work towards your dreams, and do your dreams, and do something like that I want to do. I want to go on Survivor. That's me again, Kelly Carr. Remember the name.